Hi everyone, today's video is going to be my Sephora wish list. Now I know a lot of people show you like their screen, and I don't actually use the Sephora wish list feature, or like the loves list or whatever. I don't know, it's just not something I really like or use, or I don't know, for whatever reason I don't. But I went on Sephora today and I chose the top 10 things that if Sephora called me and said, hey girl, we'll give you 10 things from our store that I would like to have. So one thing technically is not available at Sephora yet, but everything else is. Most of these things are not new or limited edition. Some are, but they're just things that I've been interested in for a while. So first and foremost, not a surprise if you watch my recent Will I Buy It, but the Too Faced Gingerbread palette. So we don't know when this is coming out yet, at least as far as I know. They also are having some gingerbread lipsticks with it, and I don't think anything else. I didn't buy the gingerbread lipstick last year, and I've regretted it since then, so maybe I'll buy that lipstick as well. I haven't decided. I had to look at the color, really. I didn't see the color in person last year, but I have, what I'm wearing right now is actually one of theirs from a couple of years ago, the Candy Cane lipstick, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and it's kind of like a mint chocolate taste, and you can taste it when it's in your mouth, but I really like that. So I really want this gingerbread palette. These palettes that are this format, I have a couple. I have the chocolate bonbons, the clover, and the peach, and they're $49, so I would assume this would be $49 as well, and I want it really badly. Now the other things I'm not quite as sure about, but this is definitely something I would like to have. Next, the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Setting Powder. Everyone that I watch has said that this is one of the best powders they've ever tried. I do like a loose powder. I usually like a loose white powder, kind of like an HD powder. That's just something I'm into. I've never tried the Makeup Forever one. It's not on this list, but it could be. I would like to try that one as well. But this powder, I've just heard so many great things about it. It smells like peaches. I really like Too Faced. If you watch me, you know that. I know that, ooh, there we go. I know that they're kind of a common brand to hate now, but I really like them. I think they have great things. And I would love to try that. Oh man, I messed up. That powder is $33, which for a high-end powder, I don't feel like that's, oh, you can't see that, sorry. I was trying to mess with the brightness so it wouldn't do that. Oh, that doesn't help either. Sorry, guys. I don't feel like $33 is ridiculous for a powder that's high-end. And like I said, I've just heard so many good things about it. I would like to try it. Next. This. So I actually have two of these on here. These are $27 a piece. I don't think they have officially come out yet, but they're by Huda Beauty, and they're the Obsessions palette. So they have the emerald one, which is this green one, and they have the blue one, which is Sapphire. Yes, I really want these. I have heard nothing but excellent things about Huda Beauty shadows, and everyone that I have seen talk about these little mini Obsessions has loved it. Now, none of the shades or say selections, I guess, really caught my eye. I wasn't like, ooh, I really need that. But look at this. All of these blues, a silver, this kind of yellowy shade, really intrigued by that. And all of these greens. I just feel like that's going to be a really beautiful look. A really unique assortment of shadows. I'm really about it. I've heard nothing but great things about the quality. So I would assume, though I could be wrong, that this quality would be the same. And if it is, I would really like both of these palettes. They're $27 a piece, which I really don't feel like is a bad price for higher end eyeshadows. Now they are small. From what I can tell, they're like this big. So they're very small, but I don't mind that because I know I reference this a lot, but just in case you're new here, this is my Pan That palette. I've been working on it since January 15th. So February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 8 months. Haven't even used up a shade yet. So I don't mind that because I feel like I'm relatively gentle with my shadows or my makeup in general. I have a lot, but I don't want to like dig in and like get use out of it and kind of be wasteful. So there that is. I would really like it. Both of them. Both of them would be great. The next item is something that is really expensive, and it's by Charlotte Tilbury. Now, I've never tried anything from Charlotte Tilbury. I know a lot of people like their lipsticks. I've shared it many times before. I'm not the biggest lip product person. I really like these Too Faced Melted Mattes, and I would like to have some more of those, but I'm not the kind of person that's just going to go out and buy a bunch of lipsticks. It's just not my favorite makeup item. The last time I've bought them, I think have all been because they're in like holiday holiday or like limited edition Disney sets. So like I bought all the Snow White and Besame and the Lorac Pirates of the Caribbean, the Beauty of the Beast. So things like that I have purchased. But I'm just not the biggest lipstick person in general. I mean, I wear it every day. It's just not something I like enjoy trying, at least not right now. So I know Charlotte Tilbury is really known for their lipstick, but I've also heard amazing things about this powder. It's $45 for 0.28 ounces. I'm not good at the ounces. I know the grams. This is 0.2, so that's 8 grams. And I would really like to try it because I've heard it just like is perfecting. It kind of makes you look airbrushed, and it's a little bit luminescent. That's what I like. I like a slightly luminescent powder. I've said that many times, like the meteorites, and I've heard about that about this. I would really, really like to try it, but $45 is pretty expensive for a powder. Next, this is something that a lot of people have already tried, and I just haven't, and I would like to. It's a little duo set. It's $23, which I think is a very good deal. You get a mini highlighter and the gloss bomb. It's by Fenty Beauty. I didn't even say that. So, I'm not sure what the Kilowatt highlighter shade is. I cannot remember. Sorry. But the gloss bomb, it only has one shade. Well, now they've come up with that Diamond Veil one, but it's a pretty neutral shade. Everyone says that is the best gloss ever, and it just like is really natural looking. It's kind of perfecting, or not perfecting, but like it doesn't get in your lip line. It's not too sticky, and it's just really good. And their highlighters are also have really good reviews. They're a little chunky for me, but I think I would like it. Now, I have recently purchased like this Coverae FX mini highlighter in Sunlight, and you can see like highlighters are just so hard to get through that I don't have an issue getting minis. I don't have an issue getting minis of any makeup because I have so much. So I think this would be a really good set for me to try these two items and really see how I feel about them because they are so popular. Next is the only skincare, yes, this is the only skincare item I have, and it's the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum. I am currently using the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum, and I really like it. It's very moisturizing. It's, you know, orangey. It is helping me with dark spots. I do have, as you can see, I have a little pimple right there. But it's helping me with my dark spots. I feel like it's really great, and I've heard nothing but good things about vitamin C in your skincare. I've heard, now I haven't done a lot of my own research, so I'm not going to say, like, this is definitely true. But from people that are really into skincare, I've heard that vitamin C is one of the only ingredients that really does help. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I know that lactic acid, for me, I have seen a difference in my skincare using that as well, but whatever. But that vitamin C works. Now, I bought the Ole Henriksen one, and I really like it, but I would love to try this Drunk Elephant one because I've heard it's so good, and I've heard it is a lot better than the Ole Henriksen. But the Ole Henriksen is $45, which is already pretty expensive, and this is $80 for a serum for 1.8 fluid ounces. That's really expensive, and that's almost cost prohibitive. I mean, that not almost, that straight up is cost prohibitive. So I'd love to try it, but I don't know if I just can't spend that kind of money right now, or maybe ever. Next, I have the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer. Now, I really like concealers. I haven't tried that many, to be honest, and there's a lot that I would like to try. But this one is probably the one that I am most eager to try at the moment, because I've heard that it's really high coverage, but it's also really good for moisturizing, or like, you know, for dry under eyes. And I do have dry under eyes. And since we've moved to Ohio, like, I've always had normal to dry skin, but it's gotten really dry already, and it's only September, so come like January, I have no idea what's going to be happening with my skin. So the more things I can do that's good for like hydrating your skin, the better I think I'll be. And this one I've heard is really great for that. I've heard it's got really great coverage. I've seen excellent reviews on it, and so I would love to try this. As far as the foundation, I don't love it. I've been playing with it a lot because I have a lot of different samples, and I feel like it does kind of cling to my dry patches. So, foundation I'm not so big of a fan of, but I don't think that's going to keep me from trying this concealer. I really don't know why I want this so bad, but I do. It's the Too Faced Diamond Light Multi-Use Highlighter. I have wanted this since it came out. It's one of those kind of multi-dimensional ones. It's got a lot of color. It seems like because there's a lot of marbling, each one is slightly different. It's a little green. I do have the Alchemist palette that has a lot of the color shifting highlighters. I own that, and I very, very rarely use it, so I don't know that I would really use it that much, so I feel like it might not be the best purchase, but every time I see it, I just want it so badly. It's a really smooth formula, and I like that. It's a baked product. and I really, really want it. And I like I said, it's one of those things that I can't necessarily explain why. I just can tell you that I do. And it's $34. And last but not least is another thing that I've wanted for a long time, and it's the Violet Voss hashtag palette. So this came out around the time that the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette came out. And don't get me wrong, I would like that one as well. However, I feel like they're very similar in tone and shades. And the one thing that I really want from that Huda Beauty is I think it's the shade Twilight. It's that purple blue shift shade. I love that. I think it's so beautiful. But I do have this purple blue shift, what is it, Sea Siren, Stila, Magnificent Metal. And if we're just being honest with ourselves, if I really want an impactful look like that, I'm gonna go for this every single time. So that kind of makes me feel like it'd be dumb to buy that palette just for that shade. And I do like the other ones as well. They have some reds and oranges, and I've heard, again, nothing but excellent things about Huda Beauty's formula. But I've also heard really good things about this palette. And I've never tried anything from Violet Voss. And again, if I could get those two Obsession palettes, I would like to try something else different. This is like in a magical world where Sephora was like, hey girl, just pick out 10 things. So because of that, I do think I would really, really, really like to have this palette. I think it'd be a good thing to try and play with and get the use of this formula. But I also think this color selection is just really beautiful. So that is my top 10 wish list of everything that I would like to have if Sephora randomly called me and told me I could have anything I wanted. I don't think that's going to happen, but if they did, that's what I would get. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, if you have any questions, requests, suggestions, comments, go ahead and leave those down below. And I'll just see you real soon. Bye.